Yo, what's up, man? Just wanted to try to make some quick videos for you. I don't really have a good setup for the phone to, kind of look over the whole thing, but I'm going to start over here by just showing you some basic stuff. So what you want to do, you can press Function and the Mixer button, and that will bring you to your projects, which you may already know. What you can do, this is how you save or save to new. So, let's say you got a project you got going and you're like, man, I did a little change, but I want to keep the original. Then obviously you're going to go to save to new and then rename it something else. If you want to move samples to the instrument, which I believe you already know because you're looking for samples, go down to System, USB disk mode after you plug it in your computer, and then you can roll there. And then it'll just, you can load and organize your folders from there. So basically, and you probably are, again, you probably already know a lot of this, so I'm just kind of doing it just in case. Double clicking a lot of these buttons, even in your effects section, will get you, bring up to where you can get whatever you want, like change the effects. It's kind of whack, dude, because they didn't put the same effects in each side, but you get plenty of dope-ass effects. I usually like to use a filter because I can use distortion and filter at the same time, and you can do that by using the far right button that corresponds with that over. I believe it's the F button or the F knob, encoder knob. So after you've selected that, you can press enter, blah, blah, blah. You're back, and then you go back into here, into your parameters. For scene, what you're going to do is, so here you have, like for this clap, let's see what channels the clap's on. 5. No, that's not a clap. Okay. We got 7 and we'll use a clap. So let's go to 7. We'll go to 7. Usually you hit it 3 times anywhere you're at. Like let's say if you have the mixer open, if you just go 1, 2, 3 on 6, it'll bring you right to that 6 spot. And then obviously from there, once it's open, you can just go to each one and change through. So we're going to go to 7. So 7, we've got the clap there. Basically what you want to do is, so now you have a parameter. You look at my decay here on the right side. If you hold down the Scene B button and change the parameter, you'll get that dark change, and that is what is going to be saved in that scene. So when you go over to the fader, so I'll take the fader off, I'm going to fade over, it's going to read that. So if you press Scene B again, that's saved in Scene B. If you want to take it off, what you'll do is you'll take the encoder button, in this case it's F again, and you're going to press it, and it'll get rid of the change that you made, so it'll go back to where it was as it was over in Scene A. Another thing you can do is also hold Scene B and hit the level all the way down to minimum or max. That'll just mute it out completely when it's at minimum. If you want to do any kind of actual volume change as you go over to Scene B, you'll go into your amp section, and then you can change, I believe in here it's encoder D, and you can change the value. And you can do whatever you want there. So like, and if I just want to get rid of it, just hit D again, like push it down the encoder wheel. You're good to go. That's basically how you do scenes from left to right. You can also do it in Scene A, but Scene A is going to be your main generally. I mean, you can always keep it on Scene B and then, do your changes on Scene A. But once you go, there is a home position. You might be able to, I haven't even thought about trying this, and I don't know why. Keep it middle and then have different scenes for each. I guess you could do that as well. But yeah, that's basically how you just hold it down, change what you want to change, and it'll save it. And you'll see it by as you see here, I'm moving the balance by the black section there, or the shaded section, whatever you want to call it. So I'll put that back. It doesn't matter. I can so you'll see when I press B, watch. I'm going to go, so right now balance is 0, and then I'm going to move it to 7 on the scene. Once I let go of scene, you don't. It's back to 0. Once you hit scene, it's back. It's over to 7, and that's when you're going to go to your fader. I'll take that off. Another cool thing about this instrument is, and I don't know if you got it yet, the patterns. What you do is you press pattern, hold pattern button down, and you're gonna press the chorus, like, so whatever open pattern you want to go to. So if I press 2, 2 will now be red down here on the, here, let me see if I can show you this. So if you press pattern, and see now 2, I can open a pattern on 3. Well, it's going to be 2 or 3. This is where it's going to end up. So let's say I want to take pattern 1 that I already have going. Everything's all set. Let's see. Not sure why it's not playing all of a sudden. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong pattern. Okay, so I've got this pattern going, and let's say I want to change something in the pattern. So I'll press pattern, hold it, and hit 2. Now I've opened, and if I press play, there's nothing there. So what you want to do is hit function, and you're going to go back over here to copy. So function and copy, and then I'm going to go go back to 1. So you have this. You're going to go function, copy, and then you're going to go to pattern again and hold down to 2. Now you won't hear anything, and then you're going to go function and paste. And now you've got a pattern there. If you want to change through the patterns, you'll see that's the one that's being used, number 2. Just hit 2. And it'll change over depending on how long you have it here. So let's say in pattern 2, I go to pattern 2. I've now selected pattern 2. I'm going to take the kick out. So I hit 1 3 times, go to 1, and then I'm going to hit the record so it shows them. And let's just take it out of the second pattern. So now it's just this. So go to pattern, hit 1. Now you've got this. Now I want it to change over. So I'm going to pick number 2 now. So now you've got the one without the kick that's playing that next pattern. And you can basically do whatever you want. And you can go all the way, I believe, to 8 or 9. Actually, no, I take that back. You can do all 16 as patterns. I haven't got a little deeper into it to see if there is more. But so far, you can do 16 different patterns. That's how I actually build track. I'll do like the build up here, and then in the main meet, and then I'll just kind of on my way out, or I'll just reverse the whole process and use what I came in with to go out with. So I'll just come back. Another interesting thing you can do is if you press the pattern, and sorry, I'm doing this with one hand because I'm using a mic in my other. If you press both at the same time, it'll switch back and forth. So if you watch the pattern, see now it goes back there. It'll just keep going back and forth. And then to get it off of there, just hit whatever, hold down pattern and hold whatever you want. And it'll just stay there until you stop it, obviously. What's interesting is I put in, I think, 10 different, or maybe I think 8 or 9, and I kind of put my hand all the way across it. I went pattern and then held 1, hit 1, and you got to hold it all at the same time. You got to hold pattern at the same time. I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it actually played all the way through all of those in the sequence that I tapped them. So I could go hold down pattern, hit 1, 9, 4, 7, 2, and it'll play all of those the way you tap them. It's actually pretty cool. There's, I'm still trying to get into some of this stuff, so there's a lot there's a lot I don't know, but for the most part, I think I got this thing down. But the fun part of it is it keeps showing me different things, and it becomes more fun. It's freaking awesome. So another thing you can do, I'm gonna make another video for this, but it's you can make one of the tracks a through track. So you can put your synthesizer through it, and then you can use the onboard effects to actually process it. So that was pretty cool, I thought. But I'll show you that here in the next video. Thanks, man. Hope this helped a bit. Talk to you.